Question. So show of hands, how many people were tagged to do the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge? You were tagged on Facebook. Now keep your hands up if you actually did it. Okay? Keep them high. High. Okay. Now keep your hands up if you actually donated money. A lot of hands went down. And you can put them down now. A lot of hands went down. And I'm not surprised by that because when I did a survey among my peers, I found that less than 30% actually donated money. And I found that kind of strange because people were willing to dump water on themselves, but they weren't willing to donate a couple dollars from their pocket. And it led me to ask the question, are people doing this to help others, or are they really doing it for themselves? 2010 was really the first year that social media was used for social good, which, I mean, that's when charity websites first started popping up. It's when people were able to access other sides of the world just with a click of a button. In the past, you would have to go and give someone something or money in person or send a letter. But now you can access an obscure country in Africa in like 10 seconds. The first really popular charity website to pop up was GoFundMe. It's vastly popular. You can easily donate money to various causes, and they've raised over $1 billion just for all these different charities. And that's really great. And Facebook groups, I mean, those are so easily available. You can share information about when a charity event is, or you can ask people to donate money or blood. It's really great. So the first truly remarkable account of when charity was effectively using social media, I think, was Kony 2012. If we remember that, that was a video that was made by Invisible Children, a charity trying to raise money for child soldiers in Africa. And what they did was they made a video, and it went viral. It was viewed by over 100 million people, and they raised $10.3 million for their charity. And that was the first time that had ever happened, that a charity video had gone viral and they were able to get their message across to that many people. And I think the most obvious one to all of us is the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. We've all heard of it. And that was remarkable. 17 million videos were uploaded to Facebook. They were viewed by 440 million people with a total view count of over 10 billion. 10 billion views of these videos of people dumping water on themselves. And it was great because they raised $115 million in the US, $220 million worldwide, just from this viral ice bucket challenge thing. But if you think about it, how many times did you see the ice bucket challenge or hashtag the ice bucket challenge before you even knew they were talking about ALS? Do you even know what ALS is? If we look at the Google search terms, this is the Google search trends for the term ALS. And it spiked in the summer of 2014, and then it just flatlined again. So yes, they raised a lot of money, and they're doing a lot of good with that. But what did this awareness do for them if nobody's even looking them up anymore? We are the most connected generation. We're on our phones 24/7. We can talk to someone on the other side of the world with just sending a quick message on Facebook. But we're also called the loneliest generation. So we go on Instagram and we post a picture when we look our best. Or we post on Facebook when we get an award or we won a game. We want to be told how good we are. I mean, we're all selfish like that, but it's a common human thing. And you know, we also do this with when we do good things. When we go to the soup kitchen, we like to put a picture of it. Or let's say you want to tell the story about the time you bought Starbucks for the lady behind you in line. We like getting the self-gratification of people telling us we're generous. But we do that for other things too. I mean, how many of you have done community service just to put it on your college resume? It's very common, and charity has always been incentivized. Do this and you get a t-shirt. Donate this amount, you get a tote bag. Dump ice water on yourself, get the admiration of your friends. It's very common. The most successful charities are always going to be the ones that are best at soliciting funds, not necessarily the ones who are doing the most good in the world. So, what can we do to change this? How can we stop being selfish and become more selfless? I think the answer is actually pretty simple, and it's something that I like to do in my everyday life, which is do one random act of kindness a day. Something small. Something like going up to the unpopular girl in your grade and saying, "Hey, I love your shoes. You look cute today." Or if you go to the guy on the team that just beat you, just say, that was a great goal in the second half. Congrats. These are really simple things that we can all do, and they make a huge impact on their days. This will start a chain reaction, and suddenly, once you're doing stuff for others, you'll become less focused on yourself. Once you can quit focusing on that one like on Instagram that changes it from usernames to numbers, you can finally start thinking about others. Once we give our time, give our money, give ourselves, give love away, that's when we can stop being connected to each other through social media and actually be connected to each other. Thank you.